Crypto for life. You asked me to look at this token. I'm going to look at it for you today because there's lessons to be learned when we look at low market cap crypto projects. They have pros, they have cons, but we are going to look at Trias today. Trias, Trias, Trias token to see, is it a good buy? What are the pros? What are the cons? What are the things you need to be aware of when you're looking at low market cap gems, potential gems? What's the ups? What's the downs? So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jiggy. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. I've been trading crypto for a few years now, 4 years, 4 years, 2017. But I was trading currencies before that for 15 years. And I was featured in this best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. And I want to bring that knowledge and wisdom to you. So let's jump into CoinMarketCap. Just looking at this with a blank slate. I had a quick look earlier on. Trias, I wasn't very familiar with it, but one of you guys, Crypto for Life, you asked me about Trias. I'm going to call it Trias, maybe Trias. What is it? How do I look at the information? So straight away, it's a top 1,000 coin. So it's currently ranked at 958 based on its market cap. Its current price is $4.16. We can see that it had a massive high. It's only been out, or the data from CoinMarketCap. The data has only been from April 5th, so it's quite a new project. Did a massive pump, and then from when Bitcoin price was going down, it also followed suit, boom, 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 and it's kind of in no man's land at the moment. So we're gonna have a look at some pros and cons, because sometimes you might have some inside information about Trias, because there's so many projects. Like if we look in the top left-hand corner of CoinMarketCap, there's 11,000 projects listed on CoinMarketCap, right? So no human, not even me, can really go through 11,000 different projects. That's a lot of work. So sometimes if you've got insider information, or you're positive, or you're optimistic about it, you maybe use their platform, you know the team, or you heard about the team, maybe there's a particular VC involved, so you can look at all these bits of information. So I'm going to look at this kind of from an objective viewpoint. I'm not bullish, not bearish, I'm just kind of looking at it with some information. So let's just quickly click on the website. So over here, click on the website, boom. Trustworthy and reliable, intelligent, autonomous system. So if I Trias token economy, Trias development portal, I think it was is it a cross-chain platform? Testnet demonstration. So let's just have a quick read of that paragraph at the beginning. An all platform supported server, PC, mobile, blah, blah, native application, compatible smart contract execution platform, development framework, and collaborating ecosystems. Trias aims to define a new generation all platform supported public chain system. So I don't know if it's similar to trying to be similar to a Polkadot, if it's similar to trying to do build on. There's another one called Aleph, which is you build on one and it kind of links with everything else, so it makes the developer's job a lot easier. But let's just look at the a couple of things. So let's look at, I've got the Trias chart in front of me, because sometimes you're going to look at charts and you go, if we had just this data from here, this may look like an ABC correction. It's a really young project. Like the market cap, what was the market cap? The market cap was 6 million. At its peak, what was its peak market cap? Peak market cap was around 50 million. So it's been like a micro size kind of project, 50 million, and it's now 10 times cheaper. How I would view this personally is I'll look at this and go, okay, do I believe in the project? Yeah, because if the project is solid and there's a solid team, we can even look at the team. Let's just have a quick look. Down, Grant. Let's see English. Don't want to do too much of a deep dive on this. I think we can look on there's this particular website called Cypher Hunter, and we can type in Trias, and this sometimes is helpful to see if they've got VCs involved. So Trias team, Trias investors, Cosmos, Talk Ventures, NGC. So they got some VCs. Some VCs are better than no VCs, but sometimes you got someone like Pantera Capital or Coinbase Ventures, or you got one of the big names, FPG. There's quite a few big VC firms. And what VC firms do is they don't just provide money, they also provide expertise, programmers, marketing, sales, connections, partnerships, exchange listings, and so on and so forth. So Trias has these three over here. Trias also, if we look at the market, where is it listed? It's currently mainly on just KuCoin. It's listed on KuCoin, and it's on the decentralized exchange of PancakeSwap. So how I would view this is, if you have a personal association with Trias for some reason, could be just like their platform, it could be there's a team member that was formerly a previous team member of something else, or maybe it's in a particular sector that you absolutely love. All you got to ask yourself the question is, do you believe at some point in the future when the bull market resumes, and if it resumes, will Trias hit its all-time high again? This all-time high again? If so, I would look to say that's the only real question, is do you believe? And no one can give you the right or wrong answer. It's just to go, do you believe? And if the answer is yes, I believe it will in the bull market when Bitcoin making all-time new highs, Ethereum is making all-time new highs, will Trias make all-time new highs? Now, I can't see any reason why it wouldn't. I can't, it's a new project. It's done well in the past, so that means it's got attention. 6 million market cap is okay. Daily trading volume is currently 2 million. So it's like a 3 to 1, as in the volume to the market cap ratio. So that's not bad. That means it's got eyeballs on it. So it's not dead in the water or anything. And then I've put this spreadsheet together. You may have seen one of my previous videos, and I've updated this for today. You'll see if you buy Bitcoin at today's price, which is 39,625, give or take, and when I updated this, you'll see if it gets to its all-time high again, it will make a 1.6x multiple, which is 164% return. If you did the same with, let's just say, Polkadot, at today's price was $14, previous all-time high is $50, it will be a 3.5x. With Trias, it's ranked at 958, so we know it's not in the top 10. These are all other coins are in top 10, so we're going to take that into account. It's all-time high. I'm going to find that for us in a second. Today's price is around $4.16. So let's just type in here the all-time high price. So if we just go back to CoinMarketCap, let's scroll down. Let's go to overview, scroll down, show more, scroll down to all-time high. All-time high. Different platforms, by the way. CoinMarketCap, I think, takes closing day data, and CoinGecko takes all-time high, not the closing data. That's why you'll tend to sometimes see a difference between different platforms like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So now let's just type this in here, all-time high. And what this tells us is, from its all-time high to today's price, Trias is 87% down. We want to be mindful of that. Healthy corrections is 50 to 78.6% retracements, pullbacks. That's a typical healthy correction. Anything beyond 78.6% is not as healthy. So we just want to be mindful of that. But 87% is not the end of the world, because sometimes it's just an infant project that gets impacted more. But for it to reach its all-time high price again, it would make a 7.7x. So 7.7 means 8x. So it means if you invested 1,000 and it reached its all-time high again, it will be an 8x. And at that stage, I would actually look to exit some of that position, 20%, 50%, at least your 1/8, which is your original investment. So you want to do some risk management. Or even if you think it's going to reach halfway, which is like a 4x, which will be, what would that be? Roughly, well, we can kind of do the math. Should we do the math? Let's do the math here. Let's just jump into the chart. And if we just do a quick retracement, because this is kind of like the systems you want to be having. If we just click this low to this high, this high to the low, should I say? And we want to go boom, boom, 50%. Yeah, so when Trias reaches around $16, $17, you can exit some of your position. So you're risk-free. So you might go, I don't know if it will reach its all-time high again, but I'm pretty confident it will reach this point again. What you can do is, as a strategy, and I'm not telling you to do this, I'm just saying you want to formulate your own strategy that fits your personality, is you can say, I want to buy a position here, and let's just say it was $1,000, and from $1,000 at $4 at a price, and it gets to $16, that's a 4x, then you simply exit 1/4, which is 25% of your position, which is your $1,000 back in your pocket, but you still got $3,000 in this position. So if it gets more upside, great, you're going to benefit. But even if it gets here and it tanks, you go, well, you got your money back in your pocket, so you're risk-free. And you can repeat that process many, many times. It takes a bit of patience and a bit of practice, but that's one of the ways I would look at these kind of projects, because it hasn't been around for long. It's not a top 10 coin. The chart pattern is not clear. There's no real chart pattern. I mean, here we can kind of, say A, B, C, like here. Looks like an A, B, C. But then we've had this movement, and it's quite deep, it's quite steep. It's beyond 78.6. I don't like that from a technical standpoint, but I'm also taking into account, look how long the data has been. It's not been around for that long. It's been around April. So it's a young project according to the data here. CoinMarketCap data also, what's the earliest point? It's April 5th. So I don't know if there's earlier data, but I can only assume that it's only been released recently, and it's just following the Bitcoin movement. But I'm going to finish with, if you have personal reasons to be confident with Trias, is to have proper risk management. So you can be quite aggressive in the sense of, I want to have whatever your position size is. It might be $1,000, it might be $10,000, it might be $100. But to go if and when it hits a 4x from today's price, which is likely in the sense of when we look at this movement, if it's got legs, like it's strong, it's got some VCs. I haven't looked too deeply into the project itself, but it looks like it's doing something meaningful. We can go, okay, we can be relatively confident when the market really picks up. It's got 2.5 million daily volume on a 6 million, 7 million market cap. Okay, that gives me a bit of indication that people have eyeballs on this. So therefore, when the market picks up, price may at least hit this 50% mark of $16. I would exit a quarter or a third, take a bit of profit, or at least your money back in your pocket, and then you don't need to really concern yourself if it's going to kind of, imagine if the price comes back down, might go up, might go down, might go up, might go down, and then it might go to all-time new highs. You can just have your next price target and say, if it reaches its all-time high again, I'll take another 25%, and then if it does $90, which is the 3x from its all-time high, I will take another quarter, and then the last quarter you'll just leave in there until the end of the year. So you kind of come up with a plan of action. So there you go. There's my thoughts on just low cap projects in general. We were looking at Trias as the example here. Trias, I'm not sure. Correct me. I don't know if it's Trias or Trias. But there you have it. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and let me know what was most valuable to you. Was it the spreadsheet? Just being able to plug. And by the way, if you want a copy of this spreadsheet, put your Telegram handle in the comments, and I will get a copy of this together. So all you have to do is literally pop the name up here for your reference, the ranking of the coin itself from CoinMarketCap, so it gives you a bit of a perspective. So Trias is 958 and Polkadot is 9. So if I saw a top 10 coin and a coin that's in 958 Trias, but the returns look the same, I'm going to go with the top 10. Whereas what you often see is Trias will show higher potential if it reaches all-time high and beyond, especially if it reaches like 100 million market cap. It's higher potential, but we know it's a 1,000 on the 958, which means higher risk. So you can kind of get your risk reward profile in play. So if you want a copy of this, let me know. Telegram, just put it in, I'll get you a copy. But what did you find most helpful? Was it the spreadsheet itself, seeing something like this, very objective, very mechanical, no real emotions involved, just facts, figures, numbers? Was it the technicals, what we looked at? Not much technicals here. Or was it something else? Let me know. Let's finish on a quote. I'm going to stick with the same quote, but there's another section of the same quote as the last video. So we're on Winning the Investment Habits of Warren Buffett and George Soros. Never second guess your system. So we're going to go with Ton Basel today. Over the long run, I think my performance is best served by following my system unquestionably. Unquestionably. That's important. First, get a system, and then you got to put in the work. It's not just the first time, the second time, the third time. You got to let your system work. 10 times, 50 times, 100 times. Just plug and play your system. And then every quarter, you can kind of review, how can I tweak my system slightly? It's almost like a business model, which you're tweaking every time. But then you just have a system that works for you, your personality, lets you sleep well at night, and so on and so forth. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you want a copy of the spreadsheet, put your Telegram in the comments below. I'll get it to you. And what did you find most useful? Was it the spreadsheet? Was it the technicals? Or was it something else? All right? See you soon.